In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to create a read-aloud video of your children's book.
Time for an adventure, she roared happily. First, Dee Dee went to the beach.
You can use it to upload on YouTube and generate extra income, or share it on social media as a powerful marketing tool to drive more traffic to your Amazon KDP listings and boost your book sales. Here's how this video will go. To make a read-aloud version of your children's book, the first thing you will need is your book file, whether it's a PDF, Word, PowerPoint, Canva, InDesign, or Adobe Express. In my previous video, I showed step by step how I created this children's book with AI. Since most of you use Canva, I prepared the file there in that video, and I will be using the same file in today's tutorial. If you haven't watched that one yet, I will leave the link in the description so you can check it out afterwards. Once your file is ready, we will use Simplebooklet to turn it into a flipbook. They have a free plan where you get one active Simplebooklet and you can update or replace it anytime. That should be enough for most of you, since you can always change it after recording. Next, we will head over to Clipchamp, Microsoft's free online video editor. We will screen record the flipbook there and also add the narration of the story directly inside Clipchamp. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a polished read-aloud video that you can upload to YouTube to generate extra income, or cut into shorter clips for social media to grab attention and drive traffic to your KDP listings, all by using only free tools. Alright, let's get started step by step. This is the children's book I created in my last video in Canva. As I mentioned earlier, the link to that video is in the description. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn Canva designs into flipbooks using the Simplebooklet app. I have added the link to the Simplebooklet app in Canva in the description below. If you have already prepared your children's book file in another tool, no problem. Just go to simplebooklet.com and you can check how to do it with other formats like Adobe Express, a simple PDF, Word, Google Docs, or even Apple Pages. Alright, let's walk through the Canva steps together. So first, open your project in Canva. Now look over on the left-hand toolbar and click on Apps. In the search bar at the top, type in Simplebooklet and then click on the first results that appears. Here you will see the Simplebooklet app with 3 tabs. The Design tab lets you choose your page flip style and export your design. The Library tab is where you can view and update your existing booklets. And the Account tab lets you log in or switch accounts. Since we are connecting for the first time, let's stay in the Design tab. Scroll all the way down and click Connect. Click Connect again and a new browser tab will open, asking you to log in to your Simplebooklet account. Go ahead and sign in. And once you do, you will see a success message confirming the connection. Now switch back to Canva and click Export your design. At the bottom of Design tab, click Export Design. Here you will see a couple of options. If you choose to flatten your PDF, Canva will convert each page into a single image. This can make the file a bit larger, but it keeps your layout intact. You can also select specific pages if you don't want to export the entire book. Once you have made your choice, click Export. You will get a confirmation that Simplebooklet has received your design. Now click Complete in Simplebooklet. A notification will appear saying a new tab is opening. So just click Continue. And here we are. Your book has opened in preview mode inside Simplebooklet. Now you can flip through the pages, make edits, customize the look, or share it directly as a flipbook. Here you can also make some enhancements to your flipbook. If you click Customize at the top, you will see 3 options: Design, Edit, and Record. Under Design, click Page Flip. Here you can adjust things like the page flip transition, page flip button, page flip sound, and page shadow. For example, let's check page flip transitions. You will see a variety of categories, including page spread, single page, trifold, and gatefold. You can select the transitions you want for both desktop and mobile views. On the left-hand toolbar, if you click Presentation, you can add a theme or change the background. If you click Nav Layout, you can customize your navigation bar. For example, I like to choose blank, which removes the navigation bar entirely for a clean, full-screen experience. This makes the flipbook look better when you screen record it. Next, if you click Edit, you can make changes to your book itself. For example, under Page Management, you can add pages, rearrange pages, or delete pages. There's also a stickers feature. Adding stickers can bring some fun and personality to your pages. For instance, if you drag a sticker onto a page, it will appear like this. It's a great option for children's books. If you click Record at the top, you can record your voice for each page. You can also record video or upload audio or video files if you already have them. Once you are done, you could export your Simplebooklet as a video. It would flip through each page and play your recorded narration. However, this feature is not available on the free plan. That's why in this video we will use Clipchamp's screen recording feature to turn the Flipbook into a video for free. After finishing all your editing and arranging your pages, go to Share in the upper right corner. You will see different export options. Since our goal here is to create a video, exporting as a video would be perfect. But remember, it's not included in the free plan. So what we will do instead is click the link here. You can change the name of the link if needed, and then record the Flipbook screen in Clipchamp, adding narration there. And that's it for Simplebooklet. Now let's continue with Clipchamp. As I said, Clipchamp is Microsoft's free online video editor. Once you open it, click Create a new video. Then, from the toolbar, click on the Record and Create tab. Now, depending on your preference, Clipchamp offers different recording options. First, you can record screen and camera. For example, if you want to show your face while reading your story, this lets you record both your screen and webcam at the same time. Second, you can record just your camera if you only want to appear on video. Third, you can record only your screen. With this, you can capture a browser tab, a window, or even your entire computer screen, with or without sound. Fourth, you can record just audio if you want to narrate the story in your own voice without showing your face. And finally, if you don't want to use your own voice, you can choose the text-to-speech option to create an AI-generated narration. For this tutorial, I will use the screen recording and text-to-speech options. Since I am not a native speaker, I will combine these two to create a professional read-aloud video of my children's book. Today, I will start by generating the AI voiceover first. There are different ways to combine your screen recording with audio files. Some of you may prefer recording the audio page by page, while others might prefer recording the whole script at once and then syncing it later during editing. It's really up to you. But for this tutorial, just to show you how I do it and to keep things faster, I will generate the entire text in one shot. So let's choose the text-to-speech generator. Here on the right side, you can pick a language, a voice, the pitch, and the pace. I will go with Isabella's voice. You can also fine-tune your audio using the advanced settings drop-down menu. For pitch, you have options like extra low, low, medium, high, and extra high. For pace, you can use the slider, drag it left to slow down your voiceover, or drag it right to speed it up. For my project, I will select low pitch and keep the pace at 1x. If you watch my previous video, you know I created this outline of the story page by page. So here, I will just copy and paste the entire script into the text box. Okay, here's a quick tip. Since I am generating the entire text in one shot, I recommend adding a little bit of silence or some extra lines at the very beginning of your scripts. This will really help during the editing process, and you will see why very soon. So, to make it easier, I will just copy the book title again and place it at the beginning of my scripts. However, for most of you, generating the voices page by page might actually make it easier to sync with your video later. Once you are done, click Preview and listen to check if the sound is okay. If everything sounds good, click Save. Then click Export and choose Audio Only. And that's it, our AI voiceover file is ready. Now the next step is recording our Flipbook screen. Alright, here's what I will do next. I will play the AI voiceover we just created in the background and then open the link to the Flipbook we made with Simplebooklet. This way it will be much easier to keep the video in sync with audio file. Now another option is to record your screen while you read the text yourself silently, turning the pages at your own pace. If you do it that way, you may need to adjust the timing later during editing, especially if it doesn't perfectly match the AI narration. So let's get ready. Open your Flipbook link and have it ready. Then open the voice file you just saved in a media player. Now we are set for screen recording. From the toolbar in Clipchamp, click Record and Create, and then choose the screen option. A new screen recorder window will pop up. Next, hit the big red record button to begin. You will see a smaller pop-up with recording options. Here you can choose to record just a browser tab, a single window, or your entire screen. If you like to sync the audio later, I suggest selecting just the browser tab. Don't forget to enable audio sharing so you can capture the page turn sound effect directly from the Flipbook. For this tutorial though, I will record the entire screen and also share the system audio. That way the AI voiceover will play in the background and get recorded at the same time. Once I click share, the recording starts. So here's my process. I will quickly open the media player, press play on the voiceover, then switch back to Flipbook tab and flip through the pages as the narration finishes each one. Ready? Let's keep it in sync.
DD's sunny summer vacation. DD's sunny summer vacation. DD the Dino loved sunny days. But this summer was extra special. It was vacation time. She packed her little red suitcase and waved goodbye to her cozy cave. Time for an adventure, she roared happily. First, DD went to the beach.
When you are done, just click stop. Then save and edit. Now, here's where that extra silence at the beginning of the script helps. It gives me a little buffer time between pressing play on the audio and switching back to the Flipbook. To clean it up, simply select the video, click the split tool, and delete the unnecessary part at the start. As a final touch, since we recorded the entire screen, I recommend hiding the edges to make the video look more professional. You can zoom in slightly to crop out the borders, or go to the content library, open frames and borders, and choose one you like. For example, I will use the rounded retro frame and edit to the timeline. Adjust the scale if needed. Looks nice, right? Much more polished. You can also add extras from the content library, like subscribe stickers or background sounds to enhance your video. Once you are happy, click export, choose your video quality, and you are done. Your video is now ready to upload.
Sunny summer vacation. DD the Dino loved sunny days. But this summer was extra special. It was vacation time. She packed her little red suitcase and waved goodbye to her cozy cave. Time for an adventure, she roared happily. First, DD went to the beach. The sand was as warm and golden as a toasted marshmallow. She saw a little crab scuttling sideways, carrying a tiny pink shell. Hello there, chirped DD. The crab, whose name was Pinchy, showed DD how to dig for shiny seashells and build the biggest sandcastle the beach had ever seen.
You can post it on YouTube to generate extra income or share it on social media as a marketing tool to drive more traffic to your Amazon KDP listings and boost your book sales. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. See you in the next video.